just powerhouses. And you are unable, I challenge you to get around them and not smile. Just try. It's impossible. You can't. When you're around these guys, you just feel good. You just feel nice. Now, why should you listen to them? Oh, I don't know. They have over 600,000 customers in their team. That's a lot if you think about it. Woo! Woo! It's a lot if you don't think about it. Right? Whether you think about it or not, it's a lot. They're adding 20 to 25,000 customers a month. How many want that? Woo! All right. 11 of you. Perfect. All right, you 11, gather up here. We're going to have a little intimate fireside chat. It's going to be great. How many want that? Woo! I don't know what I got to offer these guys back there. I got to get some coffee, guys. You know I have a button. I can hit a button and coffee sprinklers. Put up some techno music. Ah, it's so hot! All right. I get a little carried away. Sorry. Over 600,000 customers in the group, adding 20 to 25,000 customers a month, and 2 years in a row, we're voted the best looking couple in network marketing. Okay, bye me. Bye me. Please get on your feet. Help me welcome these powerhouses, Tony and Sarah.
So 14 years ago, I walk into a room very similar to this, and I see this hot, sexy babe in this red dress, and my tongue's hanging out my mouth, my heart's pumping fast, and I go, I'm gonna do something any crazy, bold, nuts networker would do, right? I'm gonna ask her to marry me.
Oh my gosh.
And guess what? She said yes! And as soon as she said yes, guess what we started doing?
Dating.
Duplicating. So, this is our son, Hudson. He is 6 years old. And Ava, our little girl who's 4, our absolute pride and joy. Our kids are everything to us. And I think the best part of it, babe, is that they're growing up in the network marketing profession with us.
Woo!
Little Hudson's running around going, Dad, I lead, Dad, I lead, Dad, I lead.
Oh.
And I'm like, yes, inside, I'm going, yes. And it's so cool. So what we get a chance to talk to you about is customer acquisition, customer groups, why they're so powerful. You want to go back and hit that slide?
So I want to clarify something. When we first met, I didn't say yes when he didn't ask me to marry him right away. I mean, it was a process.
90 days.
Yeah, 90 days. But he's a good closer, you know what I mean? So for those of you that are single in the room, there's hope for you in this room today. We want to talk to you guys about groups and Ray, thank you so much for that kind introduction. And hi everybody, lots of new friends that I had a chance to meet through social media, a lot of old friends, a lot of great hugs, and we're gonna jam through this. I will tell you, it is gonna be power packed. Conceptually, I want you guys to understand just how a customer group works, and so I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed. Growing up, I always wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, so I promise you I'm going to do our very best to do 1 + 1 is 2 here, so you're not overwhelmed. I also want to let you guys know too that we've been in the profession for a while, and this whole idea of social media was really new to us. We kind of come from, they talk about old school versus new school, and we were like that. We didn't really understand, how to use social media correctly. And I do want to preface this by saying, the one thing that Tony and I, we teach our team is this: I don't care how you're proactive, I don't care how you talk to people, just get in front of people. So you got to go where your audience is. I'm in front of people on social media. I sit down and do one-on-ones with someone. If someone has a group of girls and they want me to come over, I'll come over and do it. I think it's really guys, not to throw everything out and go, this is all I'm going to do. Okay, I think because sometimes I see people swing so far over on the pendulum, but I'm like, you're missing out on so many great connections as you live your life, as you're connecting with people. And so I think it's important that, a lot of us, we've heard the saying about, we want to catch as many fish as we can in this business, right? So I think it's important that the more fishing pools that we have in the water to catch the fish, right? Obviously, the bigger business that we're going to be able to grow. So we're going to jam through just like how to build a group that sells. How many of you guys want some customers? Because we all know that customers equals what? Residual income, right? How many of us want a solid and steady, right? We talk about the promise of residual income. If you have no customers, you have no residual income, right? So we want to make sure that we can help you guys build something that's just really solid, month in and month out, of creating just an incredible lifestyle for you and your family.
Yeah, so you see that there's over 2 billion people on Facebook. You know what I get excited about? Is what I'm about to tell you right now. The next 18 months, another 1.5 billion people will be online.
Right.
1.5 billion people. How many get excited about that?
Right, exactly. So, and I think too, guys, for those of you that are doing offline stuff, what I always do is all my connections I do offline, my job is I try to get them online as fast as possible. Okay? So if I'm out meeting someone, I'll make sure I get connected with them through social media, whether it be Instagram or Facebook, just so I can start cultivating that relationship, right? So Tony talked about, I love groups because guess what? They're free. Anybody else love free? I love free, right? I'm like, if it's free, it's me, right? So I love that, right? Why do we go to Costco? Because we get the free samples. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Anybody else feed their kids there? I do. When I'm lazy, I'm like, I don't want to cook dinner. We're going to Costco, $1.50 for the hot dog and the soda, right? It doesn't get any better than that. But you guys, we love groups because it's the simplest way to create amazing community, right? Create amazing community, create amazing friendships, right? They get to see the social proof of the business. Like, it's just a great place where people can, where you can actually potentially put, customers, and they can see what's happening, right? They can see the buzz, they can see the excitement, they can feel it, which is so awesome, right? That does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, getting them inside these groups. So also too, guys, what's important is actually, what I love about a group is it takes, kind of just a random audience that's out there and helps get them in a very targeted community, right? Super important. So, what does a group do? Right, and I'm going to give you guys some examples. I was talking with someone earlier. Tony and I do not come from the mindset of scarcity. I must realize there is a lot to go around. Okay? So here's our thing today. Our thing is that we're going to give you guys everything we do in our group. Why? Because guess what? There's room for abundance. Right? And the reality is, how many of us know that none of it's new. Right? It's all out of the same stuff. And so, inside a group, it's awesome. It gives people third party. Right, so for those of you that do presentations or overviews or opportunity Zooms where you hear testimonials, right, on live or on the Zoom, we do the same thing here in our groups. So we do testimonials and that sort of thing where it's a social proof for people. It's awesome for when people are brand new. Some of you guys, maybe you don't have a story yet. When a lot of times you bring people in, they don't have a story yet. So these groups are great because it allows people to use other people's story while they're creating their own. Right? So it doesn't make them, I tell people, it helps them move into action a lot faster because once they're in that group, they're not afraid, they're not sitting there waiting for their product to arrive, right? They're not sitting there waiting to create their story. Because how many of you guys have, talked to people or brought them in and they're like, well, I just need to create my story first. I need to try the products for a while first and then so for us, we like to push them quicker, right? And so these groups allow that to happen a lot faster, right? So guys, let's talk.
Let's talk about the ATM system, which is add, tag, message.
A lot of you guys have already heard this, right? This is something we started doing 3 years ago.
Yeah, so here's kind of how it works. Let's show them the next slide, babe, so we can get in there. So basically, you take an interested prospect, right? An interested person. This is so important. Maybe you've done Facebook Lives, right? You've got Messenger with them. Maybe you're doing curiosity posts. Maybe you're in conversation every single day. We teach to our team at least 3 to 5 people every day that you're getting into conversation with. Not so much that you're talking about the business right away or the product, but you're just building that friendship, you're building that relationship, and then you take that interested prospect and you add them to a Facebook group, right? And then you tag them in the pinned announcement post, maybe some videos, maybe some other posts that kind of, is what they're looking for that they can relate to. that, once your conversation started, you kind of know, you're asking questions, kind of know where they need to be, and then you send them a message, right? And let's show them the message we sent.
So, guys, this is just, again, conceptually to help you guys understand. Like, again, you're going to add someone into this group, you're going to send them a message and say, hey, listen, I added you in this group, right? A lot of times what I like to do, too, is that because of how a lot stricter Facebook is, I'll actually do a screenshot of the group, and I'll send that to them. This is the group that I added you to. Make sure you accept the invitation, right? Because a lot of times if you don't, then they're going to be sitting there, and they're not even in the group yet, right? And you won't be able to tag them in a video or a message or what have you, right? Or a story until they've actually accepted that. So inside the Facebook Messenger, it's really simple. I know that, a couple of other sessions here that are coming along will walk you guys through this a little bit more in detail. But again, it's just a really simple introduction. Hey, get a chance to dig around, do your homework. I know you're going to have a lot of great questions, right? I'm going to follow up with you, talk to you soon, right? Really, really simple when it comes to doing that. So messaging them is a simple piece. So let's talk about the group. So the one thing is, guys, I'm not going to walk you through how to create a group. If you guys don't know, do tutorials, go on YouTube, you'll figure it out. It's pretty simple. But for us, we actually have two groups, okay? So we have one on business and one on product, right? For those of you that are in service, obviously it would be your service group, right? We're not going to talk about the business today. We're just going to talk about customers, right?
Yeah. And make sure it's a secret group. The most powerful reason for a secret group is because when you're adding people into this group, you know exactly who's adding who. I mean, we have literally people. Our customer group for our company, there's over 400,000 people in this group that are learning about our products every single day. And there'll be people that want to get started and want to, buy something, and they see a video, they see a post, or they've been in this incubator like Sarah talks about, and sometimes they don't know, they forget who added them to the group. Right. So with a secret group, you can see exactly who added them. And if that person is no longer there, kind of how we work it is it goes to the next person who added that person to the group, and it goes all the way up.
Exactly. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of things. I'm not going to go through it in detail, but when you add someone into the group, you're going to tag them in the pin post, okay? The pin post is something really simple. It's a welcome to the group. So glad you're here. The most important information you want them to take a look at is the pin post, right? Maybe you might have a video in there. Maybe you might have a really cool image with something, whatever it may be. You want to have that in there, right? Also, too, guys, it's really important to have rules for your group, okay? And don't be afraid to, if someone's being, bonehead, block them and they're out, we just don't have time for that. So we set the rules, no bullying, be nice, no links, just common sense stuff, which you guys know, nobody has common sense about it, so you gotta put it in there. It's really important when you start your group.
If they're not your customer, if they're not your prospect, you know what, don't try to recruit them, don't try to sell them stuff, don't try to, take them privately and do things. Just be a good human. Fair, everybody?
Right. Yeah. So there's something called units. Again, I'm not going to go through it, but what I would encourage you guys to do is get organized. If you're not organized, bring in a teammate that is a little bit more organized. This is what I love about units, guys, is that if you have more than one product, some of you guys come from companies that have multiple products, it's a great place in here that you can actually tag people in different products, maybe FAQs, how do things work, just different things when it comes to creating, and building out your customers. This does take a little bit of time, but what I will tell you is that you will be able to run a group that's a lot more efficient, because there's nothing worse than digging through, again, because our group is so big, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and trying to find the right image or the right picture or the right post. That's so time consuming. Most of us, we're working full-time jobs, we're parents, what have you. We literally are working our business 1 hour, 1 hour a day a lot of times. And so these units allow your people to be very efficient and effective with their time when it comes to doing the ad tag message. So here's the thing, why it works. How many of you guys look at this hot little guy here? That's my husband, Tony, by the way. He was like, oh my God, do you know how big that screen is? And my voice, sorry, babe.
That's going viral, man.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so why this works? So again, guys, it's the stories, right? I know that, obviously yesterday we talked a lot about being compliant. So again, be careful with your before and afters, what you're posting. The truth is good enough, I take legal. You don't have to embellish or over-exaggerate. Just be really careful, with the things that you're posting. So we have a lot of before and afters. We also have people too, for those of you that do come from companies with weight loss, don't just talk about weight loss. You know, this middle slide, this girl talks about how she had to make another loop, right? Another hole in her belt. Like, that's a big deal. So a lot of these, before and afters and these pictures are what really creates the community and keeps it alive. Also, a couple other things that we do too, guys. Again, you want this to be a thriving community, right? So for us, because our community is about healthy living, it encompasses so much stuff, right? So don't be afraid to get creative in your group. So we talk about things about different ways to live healthier. We have different product videos. We have people doing lives. We do giveaways inside of there, right? We talk about, like, one of these slides talks about how do you encourage people? Like, what do you do to encourage someone? Comment below, right? So we have a community that people are fully engaged, that's thriving, that's alive. And the more buzz that you have in the community, more people are going to raise their hand and say, I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to try this, right? So another one of our slides that we have is we also do things like videos, right? Because it's healthy living. So we do like exercise videos, healthy recipes. Maybe with your product you can make certain recipes, right? So again, learn to get creative with your community because people love that. Not just like, we don't just jam it all up with product. It's all about, hey, how do you create a healthier lifestyle all the way around, right? So the last slide that we want to talk about is we want to give you guys a couple of other ideas, okay, as well. So I just realized I'm kind of doing all the time.
Hey, babe, you're on fire, babe.
All
I'm
right.
just loving all over you, watching you go.
All right.
Aww.
So this is why you closed me. Do you guys understand now? Thank you, babe. Okay, so other ideas. Other ideas are really simple. Things like maybe if you do have other products inside of your company, you can introduce other products. You can do promotions. You can do incentives, right? People love to get things. By doing things, you can have, lives inside of your group. You can do a live maybe Q&A. You can have other videos inside of there. Customer appreciation day, maybe you could do a video where it's a giveaway. Maybe you do your own, maybe your company is doing a flash sale inside of that company. Now, I will tell you one of the things that Tony and I, that we do encourage people to do as well, is that this group is pretty big, like our the customer group that we have. So, we tell people once you kind of maybe have like 10, 15 of your own customers, don't be afraid to create your own little small group where you can go live on your own. You can do your own incentives, you can do your own contests and your own customer appreciation stuff, right, to your people, right? It's just it makes it a little bit more intimate for them. So don't be afraid to, obviously it doesn't need to be on a big scale like what we have here, but I tell people, like, don't be afraid just to start, right? And I think, that is a big thing for us because 3 years ago, we didn't have a group. You know what I mean? We just didn't have anything.
I think the biggest thing as we close is just be willing to start small. Like when we started 3 years ago, we were small. We had a handful of customers, and we just started. We didn't know what we were doing. And we learned stuff, and we put this in, we took that out, and every day we were just like, we're going to get better. We're going to figure out, how to get better. We're going to figure out how to put more things in it to get it more exciting. That's what we did.
Exactly.
And I think most people, they just go, well, they see other groups and they get so intimidated, or they see other groups and they're just like, man, mine will never be that good, or man, mine will never, grow as big as that one. And don't do that to yourself. Get started small, be consistent, just start and watch what happens over a period of time.
Yeah. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Take care.